What is up, everybody? This is Atticus the Death Meddler, and this is going to be quite one of those topics that really gets my blood boiling. That this whole incident that has happened recently just really gets my blood boiling. This topic that I'm going to bring about is involved with the Austrian black and death metal band Belphegor, a really amazing kick-ass bands that I've gone into since like 2007 during the Great Awakening, as I like to call it, when I discovered all of those, metal bands and stuff. But yeah, Belphegor holds a really special place in my heart. So, what does this have to do with Belphegor? Well, Belphegor, along with Nile and Melekesh, were heading over to Russia, but they were greeted a very warm welcome by the radical Orthodox Fanatics that just hate metal to the utmost core. And there is actually footage of Belphegor's frontman, BEHEMOTH. Not only is he being harassed, he is being spat on by these fucking bigots. Here it is.
Переведите ему, пожалуйста. Куда пришел приехать? Jetzt правда, was?
Was du blöd?
Er ist auch ein Wichser, oder? Schlecht, oder?
Водитель на улицу, водитель.
Убирает его человека. 5 минут. Куда ты приехал? Сюда ты приедешь. Пойдем.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
And all I gotta say, Carl Sanders, you took charge over here. By the way, hi Carl! Yeah, a little off topic, but I got to see Nile around January, and they were some of the coolest guys out there, but just, I'm sorry for you guys, and I'm also sorry for the guys from Melekesh, and mostly sorry for Belphegor into this situation. And this is not anything new that is going on in Russia. In Russia, with these radical Orthodox fanatics, they, as I said, they absolutely hate heavy metal. Just the very thought of these metal bands coming from America and parts of Europe really infuriated these people. I mean, there's cases in where Cannibal Corpse and Marilyn Manson were banned from Russia to play there. Hell, I made 2 videos on BEHEMOTH that was jailed for visas, along with these radical Orthodox fanatics chanting for the jailment of BEHEMOTH. Not to mention Sabaton, one of my very early videos, and where Sabaton were labeled Nazis when they were coming to play in Russia. Which is absolutely stupid because Sabaton are not Nazis. They are totally not Nazis. I mean, this is absolute. I mean, don't get me wrong, people. Don't get me wrong. And to my Russian viewers, I don't hate Russia. I love Russia. I think Russia is fantastic. Beautiful landscape, beautiful culture, beautiful women, badass Spetsnaz, really rich Slavic culture. That's what I love about Russia. And I plan to visit Russia someday. I mean, I have a couple of friends from Russia I want to visit. And, just hearing this kind of stuff really infuriates my Russian friends as well. I mean, not to mention bands like Catalepsy, Arcona, and Slaughter to Prevail have to deal with these fucking radical fanatics on a daily basis. And it's just like, it's nothing new to Russian metalheads. It is nothing new because they get harassed constantly by these people. I thought we were done from this. I thought we were honestly done from this. That metal has surpassed, going against the radical right. But now in America, we're going against the radical leftists, claiming that metal is is sexist, metal is racist. And you know, my buddies Stoutmeister and Ranter and Shades made a great video on the debunking that article that's saying that metal was sexist, which clearly it's not. I mean, you can watch the video in the description below, in which they did a phenomenal job breaking down that fucking article right there. Yeah, you have the radical left that was all about, you know, championing freedom and expression, but now they are now becoming the people that are going against freedom and self-expression. Yeah, complete, total 360. You know, you have the radical leftists in America and Europe, and of course you still have the radical, religious right in Russia, going on to this day, you know, harassing metal bands coming in that just want to play, and not to mention, you know, just trying to ban, you know, local metal bands in Russia that are just wanting to express and play and stuff. I mean, if the radical Orthodox fanatics want to get crazy or something, they should be crazy over the Islamists that are coming into Russia. I mean, fucking hell. Did anybody freak out about that crazy Uzbeki woman that decapitated a 4-year-old kid? No. I mean, there was a couple of people that were angry about this. Hell, I was fucking angry about this. These are people that are sweeping into Russia, but thankfully Russia, handles kicking Islamists out of Russia and stuff like that, but still, that is Uzbeki bitch needs to be, brought to heel that this is Russia, and if you are planning to, use Islamic Sharia law into Russia, you're gonna have another fucking thing coming, bitch. But aside from all this stuff going on, Belphegor, I am very sorry that you had to go through this. And, on behalf of, my Russian friends, they are not all like that. I am sorry that you had to go through this harassment and shit. I'm sorry that Niall had to go through this harassment. And also Melakesh has gone through this harassment. It sucks. It really does suck knowing the fact that radicals do have a high position in Russia, religious fanatics, and where they automatically hate metal to the very rotten core. And Russian metalheads, I feel you there. I'm sorry that you have to go through this. And, we're thinking about you comrades. So without further ado, ladies and gents, I am Atticus the Death Metaler. Hope you liked this video. Subscribe to my channel. Links are in the description below. Keep it metal, and das Vidanya. Have a wonderful day.